They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on last year's national champion, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They think there's room to run to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the middle. It's caught. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Using the quick game. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's sacked. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Here's the handoff. Got some room in it to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Keeps it on the draw. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Might be calling a hot route. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Alabama! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Gets it to him on the screen. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Punt is on its way. Gets away from one, finds room. Just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Gives it on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Going to the running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They go to the ground. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. using his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Warren. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Fakes the grab on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Shaw. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it to the back on the draw. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Catch in the middle, it's Cunningham. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
and quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Across the 35. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Sapp. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown time.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. New Mexico State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Charles. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys are...
Heel off one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. To the air, it's Sapp. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bama. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. And you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on third down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with it.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's sacked. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Mills. Crosses to 35. Turns it on at midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. He hauled that one in down the right side, but couldn't stay in bounds. Almost had himself 6. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. They'll try the run. Creates a little room. Always got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. He's going to run it. First down and more. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the give off the left side. At the 35, he's loose. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to set up the screen. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Wants to throw. It's sacked. Working the middle. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking on the move. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. They put on the heat and they blocked it. Scoops it up, and he's going to try to take it back. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the outside. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Trying play action. Here's a heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Sapp. Gets there by the defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Mills. Breaks into the open. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to him. Fights off a defender. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Handoff to the lone back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Looking downfield on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 10 over Ohio. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Complete to the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass on second down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Scanning the field, it's Crispin. He's got it. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Hey, man, you knew he could do it, right? That's why you want to be in 3rd and short. This offense, he drops back to pass. Everybody thinking pass, but he knew exactly where he needed to get. Lowered the shoulder, got there, got a little extra, but that's why this offense is so hard to defend.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Crispin. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Mills. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Snap it to the back. Finding open areas. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw on third and short. Caught over the middle. It's Mills. Touchdown Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bama!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the... Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 17 to Arizona State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Crispin. Finds his target down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot working the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's John. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Firing to the right, complete.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a...
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it on the right. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Knocked off his feet.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Hit as he throws. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Now from inside the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks the tackle. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the 4th quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
We'll We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
That's reeled in. It's John. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. The option look. Quick toss. Turning it on. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.